He found the opportunity to achieve this result, not only within her own realm, but in the wider world, where she was related to the ruling houses, a position which, in the course of time, would be strengthened by the marriages of her own children. In the early years of his wife's reign, there was opportunity enough to start this process within the United Kingdom. The prince became president of the Society for Improving the Conditions of the Labouring Classes, a patron of the Servants' Providential and Benevolent Society, and so on, with any number of other institutions whose names evoke the character of early Victorian philanthropy. Above all, he was most keenly involved in the realm of art, and as early as 1841 he became head of the Royal Commission on rebuilding the Houses of Parliament. The greatest scope for furthering his good causes was offered by the Society for the Encouragement of Arts, Manufactures and Commerce, founded in the mid-18th century. Invited to become its president in 1845, he procured a royal charter from the Queen, much enhancing the status of what then became known simply as the Royal Society of Arts, RSA. The prince was not a man to let the grass grow under his feet, and the same was true of an ambitious civil servant, Henry Cole, whose remarkable record of achievements included the first systematic catalogue of the Public Record Office, the introduction, in collaboration with Rowland Hill, of the Penny Post in 1840, editing the Historical Register, the Journal of Design, and the Railway Chronicle, writing several books for both children and adults, and publishing the first Christmas card. The Prince knew Cole as a fellow member of the Council of the Royal Society of Arts. Their first joint achievement was a show designed to display works of art, broadly defined, executed in metals, woods, ceramics, and glass, which took place in the rooms of the Society in 1847. This, contrary to the expectation of any number of influential doomsayers, was resoundingly successful. Furthermore, the exhibition proved that the British were equal in their interest in the arts to the French, who in 1849 organised the 11th quinquennial exhibition of French industry. This was attended by Henry Cole, who, once in Paris, learnt that some months earlier Monsieur Buffet, the Minister for Agriculture and Commerce, had proposed that the 12th quinquennial, scheduled for 1854, should be planned on an international scale. At a time when France was the only great power to be a serious rival to Britain, to the likes of Henry Cole and his patron Prince Albert, this was an unmistakable challenge. One thing led to another, and, with the Prince's approval and support granted on the 29th of June 1849, the project for a British exhibition took off in the face of any number of obstructions and criticisms. Organisation was to be in the hands of a royal commission, announced by Queen Victoria on the 3rd of January 1850, with Prince Albert as president. The fact that both the Prime Minister, Lord John Russell, and the Leader of the Opposition, Lord Stanley, were members, shows how powerful it must have been, as is also confirmed by the distinction of its other members, described by The Times as representing every shade of political opinion in the country and every great interest in the state. Although all-party support, at a time when the repeal of the Corn Laws in 1846 under Sir Robert Peel was still a recent memory, depended upon denying any link between the exhibition and the free trade cause, in reality, at least as seen by the Peelite Morning Chronicle, it was the inaugural festival of free trade. Indeed, Peel, although no longer Prime Minister, was regarded as a valuable supporter, and his death, after he was thrown from his horse on the 29th of June 1850, seen as a major loss. Strong support from cities, particularly those such as Manchester, Bradford, Leeds and Liverpool that had played a major part in the Industrial Revolution, reflects the popularity of the exhibition with industry and commerce. This, combined with its unpopularity among agricultural interests, shows how, to much of Britain's rural population, it represented propaganda on behalf of a particular value system, rather than the embodiment of a nationwide shared consensus. In the course of 1850, the Commission took two key decisions. The first was to locate the exhibition in Hyde Park. The second was to entrust the building to Joseph